is how Charles Darwin changed the world. Why are we here? Why and how I'm talking to you now? How can you listen and understand me? Why is the world changing? Is it just because of the climate changing? And why does the continent drift? It's important to us to know the change of the world where we live because we have to understand the past and the story of our beginning to predict the future and create our story. I learned about evolution in my last semester in my biology class, and I want to share you my information. I learned Charles Darwin is very big in the science world for 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 his explorations, and I can't talk about him in just 5 minutes or even an hour or maybe all the day. But I'm going to talk as briefly as I can about the three important stages in the life of Charles Darwin: his early life and his conflicting ideas on evolution and his mechanism of evolution. Today I'm going to inform you about how Darwin's idea created the world of evolution, that people could know the mystery of the world and follow it within understanding how life changed. Finally, I'm sorry. Today, first of all, I'm going to introduce the early life of Charles Darwin. According to Angius Carlo and John Van Wyhe, authors reading on Chemistry, Animal Life, Encyclopedia Evolution, The Discovery of the Life, Charles Robert Darwin was born on February 12 in 1809 in Shrewsbury, England. He grew up at the Mont. His father, Robert Warning Darwin, was a well-respected and successful physician. Darwin's mother, Susanna, died when he was 8 years old. From 1818 to 1825, he attended Shrewsbury School run by the Reverend Small Porter. Darwin was more interested in outdoor. In 1925, his father sent him off to Edinburgh University to study medicine, then to Cambridge University in 1927 to prepare him for the clergy. Secondly, now that we know a little about Darwin's early life, let me tell you about his great idea about evolution. Evolution is a theory of the organic and transformation of life Darwin over time. According to E. Bowell Robbins' Encyclopedia of Environment and Society, the theory of evolution is closely associated with Charles Darwin, who published The Organic of the Species in 1859. Darwin's journey aboard to HMS Beagle. Darwin described how he began the voyage as a person who accepted the view, like many others, that the world was of relatively young age, between 6,000 and 10,000 years old. He collected great numbers of specimens of birds, plants, animals, reptiles, and minerals. These were cataloged and shipped to England for analysis. As Darwin traveled, he saw enormous geological information and evidence of change. Darwin's theory explained that species show variation. The second aspect, after I've spoken so far of evolution, I will define the mechanism of evolution. The mechanisms of evolution, according to E.D. Darwin and Porcher and Encyclopedia of Philosophy, natural selection is the differential survival and reproduction of individuals due to the difference in phenotype. Both of Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace, who discovered this theory. How they developed this idea of natural selection. Darwin began formatting his theory of natural selection in the late of 1930, but he went on working quietly on it for 20 years. He wanted to amass a wealth of evidence before publicly presenting his idea. During these years, he corresponded briefly with Wallace, who was exploring the wildlife of South America and Asia. Another mechanism of evolution is the sexual selection. And the third one is the inheritance of acquired characters. And I'm not now talking about it. I will explain it in a class later. Finally, as you have learned about Charles Darwin and how he could discover his idea about evolution within all the difficulty at the time, so you should be encouraged to prove your ideas and work on them to have an understandable future. As I noted above, Charles Darwin is centrally important in the development of scientific and humanistic ideas because he made people aware of their place. Charles Darwin is the most important character that history can know in all fields, human and scientist. Overall, studies in evolution biology have led to the conclusion that human beings arose from ancestral primates. This association was hotly debated among scientists in Darwin's day, but today there is no significant scientific debate about the close evolutionary relation among all primates, including human. Finally, thank you, Charles Darwin, because I know why I'm stopping here and talking, and thank you guys for watching my video.